Hi everyone, Aldbar here, and welcome to this Let's Play. Well, it's time for another solo raid, and I figure we should do what I consider the gateway raid in DDO. First I've got my VIP reward. New set of the VIP rewards. Okay, we got the Drake. See how it looks. Where is it? Or is it inside of my here we go. Mount certificate. Here it is. Nice. I've actually occasionally had this Drake get activated accidentally by clicking on the whatever it is, the Bone Drake, the purple one, and have it glitch out and get this version instead, but whatever. So yeah, I guess we're doing a Chronoscope. I think that the first raid you should do in DDO is Chronoscope. And there's so many good reasons why to do solo raids. It's kind of like if you're trying to learn how to swim and you've only ever used floaties or a pool noodle or something like that, you're never actually going to learn how to swim. You got to let go of the ledge, so to speak. Ride on a bike with always training wheels or whatever it is. There's a whole bunch of different analogies I can make. The point is that if you really want to know how to play DDO properly, I think soloing raids is the surest way to actually know what you're doing. I have learned so much from trying to solo raids, and you should start easy. And there's a gateway raid, which is a Chronoscope. So the elite, the epic version and the heroic version give the same amount of favor. And I think you should always start on heroic. And if you're not sure, if it's your very first time, just go on heroic normal. Just complete it once. And that already will change so many things about it. Yeah, and you should do it always way over level. So yeah, we're gonna do this on heroic elite. We're not gonna push anything. The point is to understand all of the mechanics in DDO. Like, what am I supposed to do next? Where do I go? Do you know how to read the quest journal telling you where to go? Do you understand the basics?
Excavation site. Nelgan is here somewhere, but can this place truly help her find her brother, or is she being deceived?
Well, we need to talk to Nelgan.
Nelgan smiles at you and turns to speak to the others.
These adventurers are friends of my father's. We should begin the ritual to find my brother as soon as they're ready, Professor Tremus.
Hey, quest objective now is to talk to Professor Tremus. And here's Professor Tremus. Talk to him.
Professor Tremus gleefully turns to the nightmarish Mind Flayer. Caratrix, begin channeling Nelgan's thoughts into the Chronoscope. Now, Miss Nell, this is very important. Think back to the last time you saw your brother.
Yes, that was in Stormreach. He was performing at his favorite spot by the pawn exchange, the day the Devil Army attacked. The Devils overwhelmed us. People were panicking, trying to flee. And I lost sight of Nat. Oh, Nat, where did you go?
Nell and her companions vanished into a portal. Before you can follow, a green creature appears out of nowhere and sneers, "All right, boys. Tremus's orders are to kill the squid face and anyone else left here."
Okay, so right away you'll start finding out new things about raids. Well, for one, you cannot have a hireling. So you can no longer be supported by what sometimes becomes a crutch, but really should be used as a buff. It's no longer an option. Yeah. Sometimes that's a big awakening.
Survive their attack. The Mind Flayer struggles to its feet.
Speak with the Mind Flayer. Fine. There's a lot of different things about the raids. The difficulty is higher or is harder. You get hit harder. The defense is worse.
Is this the Stormreach marketplace? You hear the sounds of pillage and slaughter. The last time Stormreach was attacked was the Devil Invasion years ago. A mystical doorway floats against the east wall of the tavern. Whoever created it may be powerful enough to help you find Nelgan.
There's a vendor over here who sells you some flame-touched iron weapons. Not all of them. These have good bypass on them because they're made out of flame-touched iron. So, for the record, you can actually buy arrows here and stack up. So if you just fight through the first fight, you can come here and stack up on as many arrows as you want, or bolts, which is pretty cool. And also, if you want to do Kenneth crafting and you want to have good aligned weapons, you can buy them here. However, they don't have slats on them, so maybe it's not as good as buying a 2-slotted weapon. There's also a potion of wand vendor. He's got some typical, repair. And I guess the standard potions. These are the same I think you can get in the center of the marketplace. Shouldn't be anything crazy over here. And some wands. You can also repair your items if during this raid. Typically in raids, if you're not doing this on Reaper, so this raid does not lock until the last second. So you can, if you die in this raid, this is very forgiving. You can cut back out and try again, which is not normal for raids. Usually raids punish you if once you start the raid, you're locked. It bars you from getting to the end. And this raid is not like that. So this is very, very good. I think this is the first raid you should always do. No matter what, should be the first raid you try to solo. There's way more leeway.
Below you is the marketplace, now a war zone in the midst of a devil invasion. At the center is a huge red tent, but it is not the tent you remember. Something strange is happening there.
Get to talk to this guy and I'll give you some more objectives. And ask him some questions. If you click on him and ask for aid, he'll give you a bunch of buffs. Oh. These are the agents of Agrinas, and these are actually dragons. So here's Vela, who's the dragon, the red dragon from Vault of Night. Cyodine, or whatever her name is. You can see this one outside of Giant Hold. Pretty cool. By the way, this is the old marketplace before the DDO. The original old marketplace before they destroyed the tent and they made it what it is today. Okay, so here comes the actual raid starts. They tell you about the different, damage bypassing, and also that some of these enemies can teleport around. Yeah, try this. Do this all way over level. You should feel confident and not be stressed out about it, but still, you're on your own. You have to figure out what to do, where to go, be able to read the quest objectives are pretty straightforward. You can do all the optionals, which we're going to do. Yeah, these Stormreach, whatever they are, warriors, what are they supposed to be? Adventurers. Click on them, you release them. You'll be introduced to a lot of immunities and resistances. And yeah, if you're some kind of a caster and you do only one type of damage, you're going to find yourself struggling a bit. And yeah, that's good because, well, I'll teach you all what you need to know about immunities and resistances and a whole bunch of other things. Typically what happens is new players get into like a habit of playing in a certain way, and they get to know the game using these specific methods, and that's it. So if they always run with the group, they'll just do whatever the group does. And if they go into a new quest or something, they end up just bashing their head against the wall for a long time, especially if there's any kind of puzzle element. So it's very good to get out of that the safe zone, so to speak. What's the worst that's going to happen? Your character's going to die. And yeah, as I said, this particular raid is very forgiving because you can re-enter. So it's not... It shouldn't be that bad. And this will definitely teach you a lot about DDO and also give you the confidence you need to try more difficult raids. perhaps I don't know, Tempest Spine or Demon Queen, again on heroic. But I definitely would do this one first. And yeah, you'll have to deal with the ranged, melee, defense, offense, healing. This particular raid is not the greatest raid in DDO by any stretch, but it has all the things you need in it to get a little bit of a taste of everything that raiding has to offer, including like unique mechanics and a whole bunch of other little details that you might miss. Yeah, typically raids have like a boss fight or 2 or 3, depending on the size of the raid. And then they're like broken up into smaller segments between the fights. That's usually the formula of most raids. So this one has like 3 big boss fights with different phases in them and different like unique mechanics, etc. So we'll see all of that. And this one even gives you optionals. These optionals, if completed, will give you extra loot, which is something I really like about this raid. A lot of times there's raids where the optionals don't really give you extra named loot, and this one does. Because all the end chests can all drop named loot, and every optional you complete will give you another chest with named loot, so on that front it's top notch. Also, the loot from this particular raid is some of the best in the game, just for the simple fact that it's bound to account and not bound to character. So it's very, very useful. It's not like a lot of grinding, then you get its piece of loot, use it once, and then you'll never use it again. If you got multiple characters, which I do, it's very convenient. I can put it in the bank, and it's great. The epic loot is also really, really nice. The set bonuses are really good, so yeah, strongly recommend. You won't be able to do any of the epic gear before you do, you'll have to do it on Epic in order to get the ingredients you need for upgrading it. And also you need greater tokens of the 12, which is something you only get from the Epic version of this raid. But don't worry about that. The heroic version, the heroic set, used to be one of the best in the game. And it's been surpassed since then, but they've also added new items to the sets, making the sets actually much better than what they used to be. There's way more options now. Just rebuff. So yeah, come in here, take your time. I don't care if you're a veteran who has been playing DDO for many, many years. If you've never soloed a raid, do yourself a favor, you need it. Come in here, solo this raid. It will change the way you feel about DDO. Yeah, and I guarantee you'll find out new things you didn't know. You don't really know a quest or a raid until you've actually soloed it. You can have a raid and you can run it many, many times and never know that there's like some specific mechanic, because every time you do it, there's always some other player who does it. Got a few more adventures. Typically in this raid, I'm just telling you right now, the objective that takes the longest time to complete is finding the flying legions, because they spawn in kind of slowly. So usually what I do is I go around, do one circuit of this tent, kill everything, try to find all the adventurers, and then I start to go on to the next objective and let some of the enemies respawn, come back later and do another round. We'll do this, then we'll handle the bank. Once we're done with all of that, before we go down to the steam tunnels, we'll go for another round. Yeah, so just take your time. But I can't stress this enough, how much this is important for... there's a lot of parts of DDO that are not raids, that by soloing raids, you'll suddenly have access to. They'll change how you think about gearing and getting items and your survivability and a whole bunch of other good things. Get some of these air legions out of the way. Nice, a whole bunch of them spawned in, so good on that front.
The Devil's Barrier prevents you from entering the tent this way. If you want to go inside, you'll need to find another way in. The Devil's Barrier prevents you from entering the tent this way. If you want to go inside, you'll need to find another way in.
Still missing one of these guys. Where didn't I check? Guess we'll get on the second circuit. Oh, I know where I can find it. Probably right next to the stairs to the bank.
You have rescued a considerable number of Stormreach defenders.
Done my first circuit, rescued all of them. Let's go. By the way, this mailbox is a chest, or you picked it up, but I should point it out. Okay, so search for Nil again. You're gonna have to go around. Well, she's inside of the Phoenix Tavern. There's a shrine here, so just in case you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.
There are Abishai in here, but strangely they do not attack. One of them sneers at you.
Master Tremus is expecting you. He has ordered me not to kill you. Yet.
Okay.
That's Nat Gan behind the barrier. The devils appear to be interrogating him about something.
They're forcing the tavern players. Okay, let's talk to the Professor Tremus.
The evil Tremus begins laying down his demands for Nelgan's life.
You will go to the Bank of Kundarak, to their Lord's March branch just next door. There you must acquire the key to the Gan's deposit box. I don't care what you have to do to get it. Bring the key back to me, and Nelgan might, just might, live to grow into a dirty old woman.
Okay. So now the new objective is going to be get the key from the bank. So let's go to the bank.
High atop a platform in the bank lobby, tiefling armorers nail metal plates directly onto a huge devil. It sees you and bellows,
"This bank is closed! Leave or your lives will be withdrawn!"
This is a very forgiving fight. As long as the boss is up there, you can escape the room. Unlike most boss fights where once it starts, it's locked. This one you can get out as long as he's upstairs. Once he comes down, there'll be a fire barrier over here to prevent you from leaving during the fight. He's got those two armorers next to him. And once they engage us, what happens is when he goes back up, they heal him. See? Fire barrier preventing us from being able to get out. So he's got 31,000 hit points on heroic, elite. Let's attack him and let's see what happens. He's dropping these worms on the floor. Disease. I've killed his two smiths.
"Rebel have dented my armor! Smiths, repair me!"
Yeah, so on heroic and epic versions of Chronoscope, if you don't kill the two smiths, once they go back up, they start healing him. So it'll never end unless you kill the two smiths. Which is like a specific mechanic that they've added in this raid. You gotta kill certain enemies in order to progress, so that's how it works. You gotta kill the smiths, so round one, make sure you kill the smiths no matter what. Then you can focus on him. The good DPS, you can actually defeat him in one round. As you fight him, his armor breaks, the shield comes off, then the rest of his plate. There he goes, down to his
"Rebel have dented my armor! Smiths, repair me!"
Just getting rid of the disease so I don't take stat damage. Yeah, this is a fight going forever. Unless you defeat those smiths. $2,000 hit points, okay. And we've defeated him. And now we can talk to the NPC over here.
Before its death, you have the deposit box key. Now, to return to the Phoenix Tavern and trade it for Nelgan's life.
Oh, this is raid items you can actually sell on the auction house because it's bound to a count on equipped. So this is like the best possible piece of loot you could get when it comes to binding restrictions. So it starts off unbound at all, so you can sell it, trade it, pass it on freely. And once you equipped it, it becomes bound to account, not the character. So it no longer takes permanent damage, but you get like all the benefits from it. So this is like the best case scenario. Unfortunately, the piece of armor doesn't have a set bonus to it, which really hurts it. But other than that, this is a pretty good piece of armor. And new players like it, so you can sell it definitely. I put it usually on the regular marketplace, just to help out new players. On Epic, you'll have an extra chest over here who's got some kind of ingredients. So yeah, another shrine. So in case you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, we're done in here. Let's get out. We got the key box. The key box? No, the box key. Sorry. And yeah, let's head back into the tavern and turn it in to Professor Tremus. Because I'm taking my time and going really slow. Hey, look, he's gone. My buffs keep on running out. Whatever. They've all left band members here. One of them still playing, the other one's knocked out.
Tremus eagerly takes the key and unlocks the deposit box.
At last I have it. The weapon that I travel back in time for. The sliver of time. Now, to keep my bargain, I shall return Nelgan to you as a dying old woman.
Ah, that's better. Now that I have stolen her youth for myself, I'm headed for the market tent, where I shall kill General Suleimani's with the sliver of time and become the new leader of the Devil Army!
Hey, talk to Nell again.
Into the last threads of life, Nell wheezes out.
My only hope is the 12. Leave me here and bring back help. Go, quickly, while I can still stay awake.
Okay, so now, right before we go down to we're gonna go back to the other tavern, whatever it's called, Rusty Nail Tavern, and talk to the 12 member who's up top. But before we do that, we're gonna finish our other two side objectives. We're gonna do one more circle around the tent. Hopefully we'll get the Flying Legions spawned in by now. And more importantly, now we just want to kill trash, so keep an eye out for any small fry. Okay, we are doing this on, just make sure that on elite, good. I see one of the Abishai over there. Some time ago, DDO has added a legendary version to this raid. The legendary version is basically a copy-paste of the raid with a few more mechanics added into it. Because they can't make 3 versions of a specific quest, only 2. It can either be heroic and epic, or heroic and legendary, or epic and legendary. And they already had heroic and epic for Chronoscope, so they just copy-pasted and made a 3rd version. That's what we got, legendary Chronoscope, and it's slightly different. But essentially it's the same thing. So basically if you could solo this, you probably can join legendary Chronoscope with a group, and you'll find out the new mechanics. The fights are slightly different. The one in the bank, the boss comes down, and every once in a while he spawns in these Reaper wings, and while he's got his red Reaper wings, you're not allowed to attack him or you'll take tons of damage. So that's like one mechanic, you have to wait for that. The second fight, they are these things called circles of hatred, basically like kind of these sticking spots that while they're up, the boss has lots of damage reduction. So you jump into them. You can't move while you're inside them. You can't walk. You can use a long jump to get out, but once you step inside, you can't move. So you jump into them and you blow them up, and once you destroy them, you can attack the boss more efficiently. And the final boss just has a few more dragon animations. We'll get to there when we get to there. Yeah, but essentially it's the same raid. You gotta kill 14 more of these. As far as I can tell, you can do these options even after the raid is done. And when you complete them, they will... I think they'll fill in the actual chests. If you complete them, you'll get extra chests. However, the XP for completing all the optionals will be gone, so... Few more. 8. Five more.
The Devil's Barrier prevents you
Hey,
from
stop
entering
saying
the
that.
tent this way. If you want to go inside, you'll need to find another way in.
I assume a few more are spawned in over here. This is the way I do this. 2 circuits of this entire place. And that should do all the optionals. So one before we go into the tavern and do the boss fight, and one once we're done.
You have turned the tide of battle, thinning the Devil Legions enough for the City Guard to handle the rest.
Okay, let's get out of here. I'll just kill anything who's following me, so I don't get the... If they teleport to you exactly as you step into a tavern, they'll actually end up on the other side of the tavern door. So escaping into the tavern won't save you. They'll be like right on the other side of the door, waiting for you. As I said, you can repair things here. You can sell if your inventory is filling up. You can get rid of things. This is a very, very convenient first raid, very forgiving, but it does introduce you to new mechanics and just, you know, getting past that threshold. So talk to him.
The sliver of time must be destroyed in order to save Nell, but it's somewhere in the market tent. Vahir has opened up a secret way for you to get there through the steam tunnels.
Okay, so to the steam tunnels we go. Steam tunnels are, well, if you know the marketplace at all, this is where Chanticleer takes place. That's where we started from, and steam tunnels are now open. Okay, the mechanic over here is the boss likes to teleport around and ranged attack you. And you can actually hit him in melee if you want, or in ranged. Can catch up to him, and he also spawns in more and more rounds of enemies.
Only hours ago, Devil Legions moved through the steam tunnels in an attempt to flank the 12. At least some of them are still here. You see a grotesque Orthon captain below, sporting a large repeating crossbow on his arm.
Yeah, so just let him teleport. He summons in a whole bunch of trash monsters to help him. Bad you can't close the portals in here. Come on, teleport. complaining about him not teleporting, but whatever. Just teleport once. I want to show how it works. Come on. Well, if you don't teleport, I'm going to kill you. Well. Whatever. So he'll teleport around this room to places like this. And you can stand on these like little ledges and you can jump up, like stand here, or on the one next to it, or on the one over there. Unless he climbs up to the top, sometimes he goes down the stairs. Yeah, so you can always climb up on these little things and jump to the places where he's camping out. This is the quest, the crest that this is the chest that drops the crossbow that I actually use during the leveling. The one I'm using is the epic version, which becomes a heavy crossbow instead of a light repeating crossbow. Refill our spell points. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, and do me a favor, if you haven't soloed any raids before and this is your first raid, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear about your experience. Be warned, this portal many times breaks your visuals and makes it so you can't see your character. So if you ever teleport in and you cannot see your character, basically you toggle the visibility of your character on and off, and if you got cosmetics, take them on and off, and that will fix it. Or you can cast any kind of a full body effect. So like stone skin or bark skin, if you happen to use that.
It's you again! What does it take to make you give up? My Abishai minions, come, destroy the mortal pests!
Yeah, so we start off the fight. This is like the mini fight. All 5 of these Abishai fight you individually. Once you defeat them, they all they quit the fight. And then they assemble to one big pack. Yeah, this, I would say the biggest downside of this particular raid is it's got so many unskippable cutscenes. Oh well. But each one of them is going to contribute its ability to the big boss. We'll watch it unfold. Sorry for your eyeballs. DDO, white screen. Get a good screen capture. Gotta move with the sword out of the way. Okay, let's attack him. Let's get a different color. Basically what happens is, well, first of all, he heals from fire. I could turn off my fire attacks, but whatever. Eventually he'll attack me. I'm waiting for his big fire attack. Yeah, basically when there's the squares on the floor, you don't want to stand inside of them. Get behind him. Again, you shouldn't be suffering too hard on heroic. Nice casting grease. Come on, come change colors just for the video. Nice, we got the white one. Get a different screenshot, hopefully. Beautiful. It's a pretty big Abishai, all things considered. Probably the biggest one in the game. Yeah, this can be really dangerous if you don't have evasion and high saves. Got a different color for us. This one actually gets hit from whatever it is, fire damage. That's nice. I'm weakening impossible. Come on, just die already. I mean, change already. Whatever, he changes it to different colors. The only one who's really scary is black. And he makes these like tentacles. And you want to stay out of that area. Or you can die.
Scream of 5 voices, the Abishai perish in a swirl of power. At almost the same moment, you become aware of something new and powerful arriving in the tent. A gigantic devil now stands next to Tremus. It stares disdainfully down at him and bellows,
"Why do you summon me, Tiefling? Are you so eager to die?"
"You're the one who will die when I use the sliver of time to drain your youth." The sliver of time
nice try.
How?
Idiotic Tiefling, you cannot steal youth from one who is immortal.
No, mercy, my lord Sulamanes.
I think I shall take you back to Shelrath and have you put to the question.
With Sulamati's departure, the tent begins fluttering with
Okay, and we gotta get out of here.
infernal energy. It may not be prudent to remain here much longer.
And basically you just head back into the tavern over here. Rusty Nail. Go up top and talk to the 12 member. Whatever his name is, Vahir. Once you do, this is going to end the
devil
raid.
magics around the market tent have finally reached their peak. Whatever they are trying to do, it is happening now.
Yeah, so basically the entire tent gets sucked up into the sky. Shakes back and forth. I don't know why it's not shaking anymore. Forgot to animate it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this for many years used to be the marketplace tent in DDO, and then they had the big event and they destroyed it. And they made a raid out of this. And now we got the new The new tent. Second white screen for one raid.
History recorded the end of the Devil invasion on Stormreach, death and destruction across the marketplace, and the complete annihilation of the old market tent.
Okay, so here we go. Yeah, you get runes, and you can use them to buy the base items. So each one of these chests drops runes. So, oh, Gem of Many Facets. This is probably one of the best just general items to farm because, well, this is a craftable trinket that has a yellow slot in it. So you can craft whatever you want on it. The level of this item is dependent on the minimum level you craft it on. So you can have a legendary Gem of Many Facets and craft it to level 1. It'll work just fine. I mean, the other sets that goes together with will be level 30, so that doesn't help you. But you can craft the item right away, so it's not a problem. Yeah, the ones on Epic, you can put inside of the Epic machine next to the lava and crunch it endlessly until you get the exact combination you want. Check out the wiki for the different set options. And yeah, the ones over here, well, you have to keep on pulling them from the chest to get them. I think the most valuable one is, well, for me, is Might of the Abishai plus Raven's Claw or Claw of Volkur, whatever it's called, Volkur's Might. Those are the two best sets for like melee players. But whatever, yeah. So I've got tons of these and use them for crafting all the time. Can make a level 1 trinket with a slit, so it's really good. Yeah. More Chronoscope runes. On Epic, you'll also have an Epic chest over here. So definitely, I would strongly recommend give it a shot. If you've never soloed a raid, do yourself a favor. You will learn a lot of new things about DDO. And if you keep an eye on what makes you struggle, like, oh, you don't have self-healing, you don't have enough defense, offense, you can check out those specific weaknesses or sticking spots, and you'll get much better at the game. So this is where it all starts. Well, and as always, don't forget to turn in your raid. This is the most important part. You forget it, next time it'll be on timer, and the timer does not start until you pick it up. Also, there's a list of items that only come from the end reward, and there's a list of items that come from the chest. So, depending on what you are going for, different items have more value to them. Time Blade is actually a very good longsword. The paralyzing level, DC 17 is very good for leveling. It falls off later. Charged gauntlets, these the epic version, are super cool. The lightning strike goes off like all the time. Time seeing these goggles, if you add into the 2 slots, open lock and disable device, you'll have one item has all on it with a clicky and +4 to wisdom. There's a whole bunch of like really cool items. So yeah, whatever you need, you can take from here. I probably have this in my bank already, so I don't really need it, but maybe another pair of charged gauntlets, whatever. And that's it. So yeah, as always, if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, go solo a raid. Bye.